All of what Emily and Bruce shared is one reason why I've never run for public office. Nor would I really want to. It's an incredible job to have. I will accept this award on behalf of the LGBT community of Rochester and its community service to Rochester. Through my activism and volunteerism, I have met so many incredible, courageous, passionate men and women fighting for their right to be free, to be who they are, whether they are gay, straight, gender variant, or allies. For each one of the journeys, it has been a journey out of their own closets. And that journey was filled with fear. Fear of the consequences and rejection. And at the same time, a greater fear to remain oppressed, unfree, and unable to be who they were. The personal courage and risk taken by all of you to be out, to live your lives openly and honestly as allies, as LGBTQI men and women, creates the environment of acceptance and freedom that is still desperately needed. Roots are extremely important to me. Being free to be who I am in all areas of my life has been a driving force of integration and growth. Documenting the history of this community has been a humbling experience. Claire Parker catapulted me into the Rochester LGBT community. Arnie Pagish showed me that coupons were a way of life for LGBT persons. Bill Kelly encouraged me to begin documenting our history. Craig Pinnell told me to continue. With the University of Rochester, we digitized 40 years of empty closets. The Gay Alliance provided the base from which to work. Tony Majoli provided the challenge to begin fundraising for the Shoulders to Stand On documentary. Tim Tompkins, Bill Valenti, the Arts and Cultural Council, the Rochester Community Area Foundation contributed. Trillium Health and Bill Valenti contributed to bring our current fundraising goal to $101,000. In celebration of the 40th anniversary of the Gay Alliance, Emily Jones and Bruce Gorman, with a $10,000 sponsorship from the University of Rochester, planned and executed the producer's premiere at the Dryden Theater last September. Image Out provided the stage for the world premiere in October of last year. RIT held the premiere of the closed captioning last month. The documentation of the contributions made by the Rochester LGBT community is not over. Audio taping will continue in 3 areas: the trans and gender variant community, the faith community, and AIDS research. The Shoulders to Stand On program committee will focus on developing an educational guide to accompany the documentary, social media, and a website to spread the word. Finally, writing a book and working to get LGBT history included in local history curriculums across New York State. I invite each of you to become a part of this journey, to volunteer to help in any of the areas that I've mentioned, and become a part of this archival and documentary project. All of you in this room, Bob Osborne, Marshall Goldman, and many others who have died, members of the Shoulders to Stand On Committee who are here, and those who could not be here, have provided the Shoulders to make this unknown, undocumented chapter of New York State's history visible. The 90-minute Shoulders to Stand On documentary was brought to life by Kevin Indovino. As producer, director, and editor, he shared his tremendous talent with us and produced a documentary that will live on and be a history of this community to inspire and inform future generations. On June 3rd, less than 3 weeks from now, WXXI will air the Shoulders to Stand On documentary as a part of its Membership Drive Week. The challenge for all of us, and myself included, is not to rest on our accomplishments. There is still much work to be done. JFK at one point said, "There are risks and costs to action, but they are far less than the long-range risks of comfortable inaction." So I challenge you to get involved, to become activists, to make equality and justice for all a reality in your own lives and in the lives of your brothers and sisters. Thank you for your support, and thank you to the Empire State Pride Agenda for this overwhelming honor. Thank you.